Good afternoon, everybody. It is a warm Wednesday afternoon here in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. I'm Mary Jo Coulihan. I'm the Executive Director of the Pagosa Springs Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to our live stream show today. We have some really important announcements for you today. A lot of activities going on here in Pagosa Springs over the next couple weeks. So get your calendars out because you know this is the place where we're going to fill that calendar up for you. And we really want you to hang on because we are very excited to have a representative from the Companeros organization in Durango, which is going to be addressing some workshops for our Latino community. And so all you people out there, whether you have a friend or you're an employer, whatever it might be, if you have someone in the Latino community, pay attention because we have some important workshops for this demographics. Let's start off with a couple things happening here in Pagosa Springs. Tomorrow, we are going to be out at Yamaguchi Park area for the ribbon cutting with the town of Pagosa Springs for the new pickleball courts. So 8:30 a.m., we're going to be out there meeting and greeting all the avid pickleball players out there. And we're so excited to have these courts added to our community recreation amenities. I also want you to mark down next Wednesday, July 26th, we will be at our business after hours next Wednesday at the Pagosa Community Initiative. Now, they have two locations. They certainly have their fabulous location in the Pagosa Peak Open School, but we're going to be at their new additional location, which is kind of an art studio on Hot Springs Boulevard. So if you know where the new Department of Human Services building is, it's actually in that lower level, which is right along Hot Springs Boulevard. So a couple places where you can park. You can go into like you were going to Rose Mountain Townhomes, park up there for the Department of Human Services, and then just walk down the pathway. You can actually park across the street at Town Hall in that big parking area and just walk across the street, which is Hot Springs Boulevard, and just come in on that ground floor level. It's a wonderful facility. And not only that, this organization is just doing some groundbreaking work here in our community with youth and family. And you need to come by and see what they're doing. They've got a wonderful summer program going on. They also are looking to be Archuleta County's family center. So come find out more about all those offerings, plus the arts and the classes and the workshops that they're going to be offering. It's just going to be a great time. So come on out. We'll talk a little bit more about it next Wednesday, but please mark your calendars for next Wednesday. Now, we also have this Friday, we have ComFest coming up, and that will be Friday evening in the athletic field. So that's a great free concert for all of us here. You know, we've been talking all spring and summer about free, low cost and no cost events for you. This would be one of those no cost events. We also, we are selling a number of tickets for various organizations. Again, if you're a nonprofit organization, that is a benefit for your organization that we help you sell tickets. Please remember that there are 2 more Thursday night rodeos to happen here in Pagosa Springs. We have discounted tickets available for the Thursday night rodeos, $5 off what you could get at the gate. And also, if you purchase a ticket, that ticket also allows you into the dance. So that's very important because people, after the rodeo, it's still time to play. So go to the dance. There's some great music. So head on over and your ticket allows you into the dance. So 2 more rodeos for the Thursday night rodeo. We also have the Mountain Light Music Festival, which will be happening July 26th through the 28th. We do have tickets for any of those 3 performances, we do take cash or check for that only. $40 for the Wednesday night conference, $50 for Thursday and Friday's event. And then we also have tickets for the Spanish Fiesta, which is being brought back by the Archuleta Seniors Inc. And that's going to be happening on Saturday, the 29th, out at the Archuleta County Fairgrounds. We're going to be out there from like 3 to 8. And of course, the big musical draw that weekend is El Hurricane Jr., just a huge following in northern New Mexico and southwest Colorado. So head on out, but there's going to be food and games. And of course, we're trying to incorporate all the other, with whether it's the Native American and the Latino community, and the Spanish Fiesta is being brought back by the Archuleta Seniors Inc. I think they might still have some volunteer slots open. So if you'd like to volunteer, contact them and they'll connect you to the sign up volunteer website. Now, I also have another huge announcement. Colorfest tickets are now available online. Those are available at pagosachamber.com. We have a really big graphic right on the homepage. And if you click on that graphic, then that will take you to the registration site. The tip I can give you is read the directions first, because there are a few little nuances to the website. So read those directions first. I think it'll answer most of the questions. You can purchase your passport tickets as well as your Bands and Brews tickets. They are 2 separate purchases, no packages this year. So join us online to purchase your tickets for those 2 events. And then we have one more ribbon cutting up on July 27th, and that's going to be Thursday evening from 4 to 6 at Hearst Hearing in that beautiful new renovated building. They are located where New Balance used to be, the old physical therapy, right over by the Center for the Arts. It kind of sits back off the road. So join us. Jennifer Hearst, just wonderful, great chamber member. They're just very involved, and we just appreciate that and congratulate them on their new facility and their expansion. Join us at 4 o'clock on the 27th over at Hearst Hearing. And last but not least, we are working on our late summer and fall schedule for trainings. We're just securing now a QuickBooks class in August. So look for that information. We do have some time, mentorship time with Mary Shepard, who is the SBDC director at Fort Lewis. And that is on August 1st. We have 1 slot left open, and that is at 11 a.m. only. So if you are interested in snagging that spot, please give Kim in our office a call and at 264-2360, and she'll be happy to book you in at that slot. Hate to say it, but first come, first serve for that slot. So please look in your upcoming weekly updates and reminders. All this information is in here. And we also want to remind you that the Archuleta County Fair is just around the corner, always the first weekend in August. So that means the Chuck Wagon dinner and the livestock auction will be on August 5th. I'll be out there with the MC and as being MC, and I'm always super excited about that. Also, we have the Fair Pink Archuleta County Fair Pink Rodeo Night coming up, and that will all be on Friday, August 4th at 7 p.m. And that's sponsored by the Pagosa Springs Medical Center. So we've got lots of this information coming out for you. It's on our weekly updates and reminders. And why I say that and make an emphasis is because of our next guest. Who is with an organization in Durango, but is also servicing Archuleta County. So I am very, very happy to have with us today Belle Raleigh, who is with Companeros, and you are their immigration specialist, I understand, Belle. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just recently took on this role as an AmeriCorps member. after interning with them for the last spring semester of my senior year at Fort Lewis.
Great. Well, this is a demographics and a contingency in both of our communities that is large and very important to our economics as well as our lifestyle here in Southwest Colorado. As we just mentioned, we'll be having a Spanish fiesta coming up. And, we have a number of business owners and as well as employees. I know you have 3 events coming up. One is Fast and Furious this weekend. So, can you tell us a little bit about your upcoming 3 events that are happening within this next week or so?
Yeah, definitely. So we're very busy over here at Companeros. So this Sunday, July 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Rotary Park, we are having a Latin American cultural celebration. It is in part to celebrate Colombia's Independence Day, as well as just to celebrate the Latin and Hispanic cultures that surround us in our Southwest Colorado area. So that is taking place on Sunday. There it will be informational tables and speakers, as well as food and beverages. There's going to be dancing. There's going to be a few cultural groups that are going to show off their culture from their region or country. So it'll be really, really fun. And then next Friday and Saturday, we have a 2-day workshop coming up. Friday, July 28th from 4 to 8, we are holding a DACA and citizenship workshop um, in um, in relation with CIRC from Denver, Colorado. They're also an immigration rights coalition. So they will be doing that with us, and Juan David from CIRC, he will be leading both presentations on DACA and citizenship. We will also have a lawyer there virtually to help answer any questions and help us with our applications, which we will be doing for the last 2.5 hours of the workshop. We'll be setting aside time with staff from Companeros as well as some trained volunteers. Um, they will be helping registrants apply for DACA or citizenship that evening, and hopefully we'll get those finished and ready to go. And then on Saturday, July 29th, we are offering free legal consultations with immigration lawyers from Meyer Law Office in Denver, Colorado, as well as the Nova Legal Group. And those are virtual as well, but I think we are allowing about 30 to 40 minutes for each client just to ask questions, get guidance on some complicated immigration cases, and then hopefully that will give the client and us a better idea of where we can go with their case from there.
So, Bill, just a question on Saturdays. You're talking about complicated immigration cases. This might be people who have existing cases already on file with the INS.
It can really be anyone. If you have an existing case, that's great. Or if you anticipate something coming up, that's also a great opportunity to, get some first step advice.
Okay. All right. And so, do we show up? Is there a place to register? What happens? What's the process here?
Yes, there's a couple places to register. So we've been promoting these all over our Facebook page and our Instagram page. On there are links as well as QR codes that you can scan or go to. They'll take you to a Google Doc registration form. You just fill it out accordingly, and then we'll get your response. And then once we kind of are to our date of closing registration and getting ready to prep for our workshops, we'll send out a confirmation email with more details to everybody who's signed up and registered.
Okay. So that's why employers, if you're listening, or friends, if you're listening, We do have those flyers in this week's weekly updates and reminders. And so you can print out this flyer and post it in your workplace. You can, if you know somebody specifically, print it out or take a picture of it and send it to them via phone so that they know where to go and register. So this is really important. You know, we're not sure that this is really relevant to you, but as business owners, you should be aware of these types of services that are being offered here in Southwest Colorado. Again, it may not be here in Archuleta County, but for some of your employees to have really important questions answered, file for citizenship or DACA status. This is important and makes you as an employer look even better and knowledgeable in helping your employees have a safe and secure life here in our community. Belle, how about any comments that you would like to make regarding these workshops or anything else right now?
Just that, the workshops are wide open. We've got 4 people registered for Friday evening, which again is DACA and citizenship. And then we've got 2 out of 6 slots registered for our free legal consultations on Saturday. So, just feel free to come in and sign up, and we're really happy to help in any way that we can.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much for letting our community know about these important services, including this demographics in your efforts to help our population here in Archuleta County. And we really appreciate all that you are doing. We make this show fast and furious. So thank you so much for joining us. And we hope you have a great event on Sunday. And we hope that we see some people from Archuleta County at your assistance services on Friday and Saturday next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Once again, this is information that's important to our community as a whole. And again, you as employers should be aware of these various programs and doing what you can to inform and help your employees. This is one of the things the Chamber does. You may not see it. It's not a referral. It's not a direct income to your bottom line, but it is, because these are your employees, and when you want to do what you can to protect them and to make them viable and sustainable workforce here in Pagosa Springs. So if you need more information, please feel free to reach out for us. Again, we have these flyers and we're happy to email them to you or send you a picture or whatever it might be. And also remember, so much going on here in our community. Make sure when you join us here on live stream, you have your calendars with you so that we can help you fill it out. That's it for us. Please stay cool, everybody out there. Watch out for those pets. It's still a warm one. No rain yet, but we're hoping we'll get some cool down maybe tomorrow. But thank you so much for joining us. Join us every Wednesday at 2:30 because we're going to fill you in your calendars and give you lots of low cost and no cost things to do, as well as give you some important community information. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday.